Now we might not get to see every single animal on that spotting guide, but we should have pretty good luck, and I'll try my very best so where everybody can get a good view. Now once those doors close, that means everybody must remain fully seated. Once we get on the move, there's no more moving around in those rows. Black rhino. Black rhinos reach about 3,000 pounds and speeds of 35 miles per hour. There's an alarm back by the far wall there. These animals are incredibly resilient and virtually indestructible, well except at the hand of humans. It's not something you get to see very often. Back in the 1950s, there were 500,000 black rhinos existing in the world. Today, there are less than 5,000 black rhinos, with their numbers dwindling each and every day. Really goes to show you how much these animals are being hunted down and target band about as wide as this truck, roughly 8 to 9 feet wide, and their name from the sample shape that they have on their bills. It's at a time before you can come up for air. Even though they're excellent swimmers, they do prefer to just sink down and walk along the bottom of the river. At night, they'll come out on the banks and graze and eat, on average, about 80 to 90 pounds of grass a night. They are nocturnal animals and are very territorial. On land, they can actually reach speeds of 20 miles per hour. A baby hippo, when it's born, is about 85 pounds, and by the time it's fully grown, you can get up to 5,500 pounds. Also on the island are those pink-backed pelicans. Even though they are gray and white birds, during mating season their feathers turn a nice shade of pink color. You can see a few of them pointing towards the island there. They're all in a row. Oh my gosh, about 4 or 5 back there. They reach about 20 feet in length and can bite, making it very easy for them to overcome prey much larger than themselves. Oftentimes you'll see them there with their jaws wide open. They do. Lots of animals call the savannah their home, including lions, elephants, zebras, different types of antelope, and the giraffe. At the bottom of the hill, over to the right-hand side, you're to see those white bearded wildebeest. They get the name from the Afrikaans word meaning wild beast and have one of the largest migrations, about 1.5 million wildebeest. Also referred to as the new. Opposite side of the savannah, so we're going to catch her over there. Get a little bit closer, a little bit better view. African wild dogs.
Nice.
They are crepuscular animals, meaning the most active at dawn and dusk. They live in packs anywhere from 5 to 15 adults, or up to 27 individuals. The pack's led by an alpha male and an alpha female, and it is the alpha pair that serves as the main breeding pair. Now, it looks like that giraffe is standing in the middle of the road, so we're going to get a little bit closer, see if she moves. A side giraffe is one of 9 different subspecies of giraffe. A giraffe's heart is about 2 feet wide, weighing about 25 pounds, giving them the highest blood pressure of all mammals. Their long tongue is also about 21 inches in length and is prehensile, which means that it's very similar to a human hand and very finger-like. Comes in handy for those tree branches that are just out of reach. A giraffe also has the ability to lick the inside of its own ear. Like I said with the okapis, things in between their ears are called ossicones. The only difference is that both male and...
Oh no. Oh wow. Its eyes are kind of
Now, surprisingly enough, a giraffe can reach speeds of 35 miles per hour.
I know.
Even though they appear to be really heavy, they're actually super light, having a honeycomb-like center that allows blood to circulate and regulate their body temperature.
Just put more pictures on Daddy's phone. His camera's...
Based on looking at her height, you can tell that she's anywhere between a year and a half old. Like I said, when they're born, they're about 6 feet in height. Females will be a little bit lighter, weighing about 30 pounds. They are known for their bright blue and red markings on their face and body. They're actually the most brightly colored monkeys in Africa. Now, that one in the middle behind the clump of trees there, having that big clump of grass in his hand, that's actually the dominant male mandrill. Always very easy to spot because he'll be the largest in the troop and have the brightest blue and red colors. I think he would definitely suggest coming back for another safari a little bit later. See if we can find any then. Meantime, on the island there are those greater flamingos. They are born a gray color. It takes about 1 to 2 years for them to develop those pink feathers. They have a diet consisting of brine shrimp, which is rich in beta-carotene. And it is beta-carotene in that shrimp that give them that lovely shade of pink corner. There's 2 of them laying down. You can see their tails flipping up. They're reaching 60 miles per hour. That does make cheetahs the fastest land mammal, but cheetahs are sprinters, so they can only maintain that speed for a couple hundred yards. They use their tails to maintain balance and rely on their eyesight for their hunting. Rock there, you're going to see the king of the pride. Alright, top Kobe rock, and then if you look down below him, there's another lioness in between the Kobe rocks. I just saw her head sticking up, so we'll scoot forward and see if we can get a good view of her. She should be down below in between those Kobe rocks. You can see her there. Lions remain inactive close to 20 hours during the day, coming out at night to do their hunting, unlike the cheetahs, who are daytime hunters. Up there, one in between the male, and then one above the male as well. Are the largest burrowing mammals, using their big tusks and hooves to get out the burrows, having 2 sets of tusks there, a large top pair and then a smaller, sharper, slightly more dangerous pair underneath. They can actually reach speeds of 35 miles per hour. Here, those are bottom-up. They were hunted nearly to extinction and now only exist on reserves like this one. Now, fully grown, those babies are going to get about 5,000 pounds, a little bit larger than the black rhino, that only weighs about 3,000 pounds. We get the name from the Afrikaans word white, not meaning white because they're actually not white in color. Smiths have the same stripe pattern, similar to humans and their fingerprints. Each one is unique. Now, if you head over to the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail, about halfway many other species, they are extinct in the wild, only existing on reserves. Their bodies have adapted to the high heat desert environment which they live in. They have specialized kidneys which help them retain water, keeping them hydrated for longer periods. Now, sadly, this does bring us to an end of our safari. I'll be dropping you off at the nearest Warren